Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is MD Tech here with another quick tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to resolve if an authentication error has occurred and the function request is not supported, and it'll have a remote computer location, and it'll say this could be due to the CRED SSP encryption Oracle remediation. For more information, see, and then there'll be a Microsoft domain. So pretty straightforward tutorial, guys, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So we're going to start by opening up the Start menu. The first method is going to apply for Windows 10 Professional and Higher Editions, which is going to entail going through the Group Policy Editor. So that's what we're going to do for the first part. If you're running Windows 10 Home, we're going to have a solution for you guys through the registry, but that is a little bit more involved. But we're going to start with the Group Policy Editor, so we're going to go select that. Again, if you don't see this option, just fast forward in the video a little bit, and I'll cover the registry editor method in a couple minutes here. But anyway, now that we're in the local group policy editor, you want to expand underneath computer configuration, double click on the administrative templates folder. Again, underneath computer configuration, don't do the one underneath user configuration. So I'm actually going to just collapse that whole selection, don't want there to be any confusion. So again, computer configuration, then expand the administrative templates folder. Same thing for system, so you can double click on it too, expanding it by the arrow, or double click, whatever works better for you. And then there should be a credentials delegation folder here. On the right side there should be something that says encryption Oracle remediation. Go ahead and double click on that. Give it a moment here. You want to set this to enabled. And then where it says protection level, you want to click inside this drop down, set it to vulnerable. Now keep in mind, just keep it at this setting, preferably just for this one remote connection. I would suggest moving it back to not configured once you're done with your remote desktop connection. So I really wouldn't recommend keeping it at this setting. I would recommend once you're done, just set it back to not configured. But you know, to each their own, but I would suggest that. And it's honestly, you know, it's not as bad as it sounds, to be honest with you. It says vulnerable, but you know, if you're not comfortable with that, you're welcome to switch it back once you're done. I mean, it's really no harm, no foul. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and select apply and OK. Close out of here. Now you would just restart your computer and that'd be about it. So if you're running Windows 10 Home Edition, there's a more complicated way to go about doing that. So in this way, we're going to have to go open up the Start menu. Type in regedit, so regedit. Best match will come back a registry editor. We're going to go ahead and right click on that and then select run as administrator. If you're prompted with a user account control screen, go ahead and select yes. Now before you proceed in the registry, I would suggest you create a backup of it, so if anything went wrong you could easily restore it back. And in order to create the backup, it's very simple. Just go ahead and left click on the file tab and then export. File name, usually the date that you're making the backup, is what I recommend. Export range should be default at all here, and I'd recommend keeping it as such. And then save it to a convenient location on your computer. And now ready to begin. So go ahead and expand the HK local machine folder by double clicking on it. Do the same thing now for the software folder. Same thing for Microsoft. Should be a Windows folder, so you might have to scroll down a little bit. Right here, go ahead and double click on that. Same thing for current version, and then same thing for policies. Right here, double click, and finally there should be a system folder. Just go ahead and left click on that one time. While you have selected the system folder, you want to right click on the folder itself, select new, and then select key. You want to call this key CREDSSP. Since we went to the group policy editor, there's already a folder in here for us for that. But if you did not have that, you'd have to go type in, again, you can see it says CREDSSP. If you already had it in there, you don't have to create a folder, but you probably will have to in your case. So once you have that folder here, you'd want to go right click on this folder. If you did not have the CRED SSP folder, right click on it, select new, and then key. And the name for this key would be parameters right here. So again, I already have it here because we went through the group policy editor, but if you didn't, you could right click on the newly created CRED SSP folder, select new, and then you would select key and you name it parameters. And now on the right side, as you can see where we're going with this, the group policy editor already did this for us. So I'm just kind of walking you guys through, and you can visually see what the end result's going to look like here. And on the right side, you'd right click inside a blank area, select new, and then DWORD 32-bit value. You would name it allow encryption oracle, as you see on my screen right here. So again, allow encryption oracle. And once you're done creating this value, you would double click on it and set the value data to the number 2. And once you're done with that, you'd select OK, and then you would restart your computer just like with the group policy method. So you can see which method I obviously would probably prefer, but not everybody has Windows 10 Professional, Enterprise, Education, whatnot. So I do hope this brief tutorial was able to help you guys out, and as always, thank you for watching, and I do look forward to catching you all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.